how do you ensure that you're going to do it? Now, I can never guarantee that you're going to have enough money because certain circumstances and situations, they do change over time, but we make the best guess estimates as you go. And how do you ensure you're on the right track is another way I'd phrase it. But how do you know you're going to have enough in retirement? Well, you've got to get an estimate done. You have to have a review of your benefits. And this federal employee was reaching out to do just that. It started off saying, hey, I want to schedule a time to review my situation. I want to ensure that I'm going to have enough money in retirement. So we're going to schedule a time. We're going to review all of the benefits. We're going to review all of the retirement income sources. And you can see, or this federal employee will see, if they're on the right track. We try to compare pre-retirement income to post-retirement income. Because why? Most federal employees want to make the same amount of money in retirement that they're making right before they leave. They want to live comfortably, if not making more, right, in retirement. So that way you're above and beyond. There's ways you can do that if you plan properly, but it all takes a concerted effort to review your situation, get all of your questions out there, and see your numbers in plain black and white, right? It's easy to compare pre-retirement income to post-retirement income. Are you on the right track? And I've made this analogy before, but I like it, and it's a great one to think about. You don't want to assume that you're in great health, okay? You don't want to just go through life saying, hey, I feel pretty good. My health is good. I don't need to get checked out by anybody. You don't see too many people do that. People still, even if they're feeling great, go to the doctor and get a checkup, get a physical done, get a status update of where they're at. And you're hopeful that you walk out of that doctor's office, head held high, pat on the back. Hey, everything's looking great. We'll see you next year. Awesome. But you don't know if they're going to find something. You don't know if there's going to be a problem. You don't know if the blood work or the analysis is going to come back and show something that you didn't know, you didn't feel. And if you did have that happen, you're going to ask, well, what do we do next, doctor? What are you going to prescribe? What's the solution? What's the remedy? It's a very similar thing that we do. Now, I'm not in a white doctor's coat, lab coat. I don't have an MD behind my name or a DR in front of my name. But what we do is similar in nature. We have somebody come in and we're going to review the benefit. This person that we're scheduling that asked this question, we're going to sit and review their situation. And they are probably hopeful that we're going to give them a pat on the back, a thumbs up, say, keep doing the same thing. You're on the right track, right? We'll see you again next year. But what if we find something? What if we find that they're spending too much money on certain benefits? What if we find that their future retirement income is not going to be where they want it to be? What if we find something else that's going wrong within their situation that they can improve upon? They're most likely going to ask us, hey, what do I do? What's the solution? What's the prescription? What's the remedy? And we can ensure that they're getting on the right track or back on the right track. And this is where this question came, is how do I know that I'm going to have enough money in retirement? You have to plan ahead. You have to review. You cannot just assume that everything's going to be fine. There's that false sense of security that I've seen with people that work with the government, say, hey, the government's going to take care of me. I worked my 30 years. I'm good to go. And I've mentioned that before on this show, but you've got to get checked out. And this was another question from a federal employee who reached out. Thank you for reaching out, by the way, and for getting on the schedule so we can do this. But hopefully you have the same concern. How do you ensure? You have to get checked out. You have to get a checkup. You have to get a federal retirement physical every year so that you know 100% that you're heading in the right direction. And if you find out that you're off track, well, then ask for guidance so you can get back on track, so you can get back to the future that you want to have, because it is reliant on you.